President Donald Trump threatened a federal funding freeze. That could mean a funding hit for places like fire departments, child care facilities, or communities that use the Community Development Block Grant like Watertown. 7 News reporter Chad Charette learns more and explains how the day ended differently than it began.
It's a move that some Democratic officials have called downright illegal.
This funding freeze can be described with the 3 C's: chaotic, careless, cruel. The blast radius of this destructive decision will be felt in every corner of New York.
Late Monday night, the Trump administration announced a widespread federal funding freeze. If enacted, thousands of programs across the country that rely on federal grants would be immediately cut off until the government reinstated them. According to the White House, the move aimed to cut down on spending. One example of things funded federally in the North Country that could be affected: SAFER grants, which pay for additional fire department staff. Watertown and Ogdensburg have made use of them in the past. Senator Kirsten Gillibrand is also concerned about mental health care facilities on Fort Drum.
I will be doing everything in my power to help reduce the resulting fallout and to make sure New Yorkers and everyday Americans can get the federal funding that they need to move forward.
In a sudden move Wednesday afternoon, the Trump administration rescinded the freeze. Good news for Dawn Cole at the United Way of Northern New York.
I can say that the nonprofit community most likely breathes a sigh of relief at this news. As United Way, we work very closely with nonprofits throughout Jefferson, Lewis, and St. Lawrence counties.
Despite that sigh of relief, Cole isn't entirely sure if nonprofits are out of the woods yet. She says only time will tell.
Well, it's difficult to say. Maybe some grants will be reshaped. I guess we'll have to see as time moves on.
According to NPR, the White House press secretary stated the decision to rescind the freeze was made to, quote, end any confusion on federal policy created by the court ruling and the dishonest media coverage, end quote. Chad Charette, 7 News.